it would probably be a good idea to stay away from Google as much as you can. Moving on to number 4 there, the Colorado healthcare system, UC Health, has issued statements that they will be denying organ transplants to people who are unjabbed, quote, in almost all circumstances. This came to light after a transplant patient received this letter informing her that she had been removed from the active recipient list. Yeah, our assessment on this development is that this is par for the course and completely in line with everything that we and others have been saying for at least 2 years now. So I'm not going to rant and rave about that anymore. It's pretty clear how things are going. However, this is a great reminder that there are other nations around the world that have completely returned to normal, aren't requiring medical passports, and aren't withholding medical treatment for political reasons. So, if you are seriously ill or have a chronic medical condition that requires medical intervention that could be easily denied, you might want to consider receiving that treatment in another country at this point, or at least start thinking about that. Start that process of thinking about it. Again, this is obviously not medical advice. It's up to you to make your own decisions. I know, shocker, right? Making your own medical decisions in 2021 is a rarity, I guess. But for me, if I needed some significant medical care right now, I would be very seriously considering my options. Because even though this is just one hospital system out of the thousands in the country, the fact that this can happen once proves that it can happen elsewhere too. And if hospitals are allowed and have the desire to deny life saving treatment to people for political reasons, the entire system is kind of tarnished to a certain degree. Certainly to the point that we now genuinely have to think about things like, is my hospital going to help me if I am unjabbed? These are the things that we need to start working on getting answers for right now before this becomes a more widespread problem. And moving on to number 5 there, Bill Gates is he's getting a lot of press once more. His population control quote being confirmed to be true, and is now being kind of touted as a good thing. So this is the same exact mentality. If we want to take a step back for a second, this is the same exact mentality as the election stuff, in which the mainstream media claimed that there was no fraud, until a Time magazine article came out that framed the fraud as a good thing, like they banded together to save democracy or something. We all remember that, right? So also the same mentality with General Milley's sort of, treasonous acts, right? He doubled down in his testimony to Congress and confirmed that he did indeed do all of those treasonous things, but it was to save the world from, the evil Trump, right? Well, here we are with fact checking sites all over the internet confirming that Bill Gates did indeed say what he said, and that he did indeed mean what he said, as in it wasn't a slip of the tongue or an error in his speech, which has been the classic excuse for this since his TED Talk went viral. But now the fact checkers are saying that